back with another horror movie, which is basically how he started out and got his fame in the first place. And after a few home runs, he struck out majorly in his last few movies. They've been downright shit bombs, to be honest. And everybody thought this guy's career was over. And now we have The Visit, one last final attempt to try to get things right. Joining me for most of the horror reviews, as always, is good friend Zombie Greg.
How's it going, Mike?
It's going good, brother. So, let's get your initial reactions from this film. What did you think?
I love this film, dude. I thought this film offered a lot. I thought M. Night Shyamalan really resurrected his career on this one. He took a huge gamble, did it for a really low budget, and I think he funded the film himself. But man, this film, it kept me entertained the whole movie. It had a lot more comedy than I thought it would. I think the kid, I think his name's Ed Oxenbould or whatever. He's hilarious in the movie. Like, great acting all the way across from the grandparents. It's got that M. Night Shyamalan kind of twist in it. I don't even want to get into the details of it, but when the twist happened, I just kind of really felt this whole unsettlety to me, and this movie got a lot out of me to where I was like, okay, this is now truly disturbing. And when I feel like that when I watch a movie, I feel like as a horror movie, you don't get that a whole lot because there's a lot of really bad horror movies. And I feel like this one actually got me where I was like, dude, that is really freaking creepy. And, you know, there's some creepy parts in the movie. And I think that, I hate to say this, but as a found footage film, I think that this one worked really well. I feel like, the girl doing the whole documentary was a really kind of creative way. And you can tell she has a lot of passion for what she's doing. I thought the dialogue was really good in the film. And, all around, man, I was entertained the entire film. I felt like the comedy was good. There was parts where it was supposed to be, a scary part, and then it immediately wraps up with comedy that kind of takes away from it. But once the climax of the film hits, you kind of forget about all that, and you really, really feel the tension in the movie, and I liked it, man. I really, really enjoyed the movie a lot.
The first 20 minutes of this film had me cringing the entire time. I didn't like the kid rapping, and the dialogue from this 15-year-old girl is unrealistic to me. She's a little too educated for what you would think a 15-year-old girl would be saying. I do enjoy that they were able to incorporate that found footage into this film and have an actual legit reason for that.
Right.
But I gotta say, from the first incident that happens where they think that things aren't quite right with the grandparents, moving forward, I began to like this film more and more towards the end. And it was a film that at the beginning I thought I was going to outright hate. By the end of the film, I actually really, really liked it. And this is probably the best horror movie I've seen this year.
I agree with you on that one. I agree.
You know, and I've seen some critics kind of giving this movie shit. Oh, it's stupid. There's too much humor in there. To which I say, yeah, there probably was a little bit too much humor, which, like you said, did kind of take you out of some of the moments. But overall, it doesn't really do that. And I don't think it relies on the jump scares like most found footage movies do.
No, not at all. And to that said, you have to remember too that these are kids, mm-hmm. and it's not a grown adult, and they at least built in reason for the odd behavior. They're understanding their kids, and they're going, hey, this is maybe a disease that old people have that is it kind of gave it reason behind it. And so most adults would see something and go, yeah, shit's not right, I'm leaving, But these are kids, they're vulnerable, and I felt like it was okay, and they're the ones kind of bringing the humor throughout the film, and their mom.
The kids do a phenomenal job acting too, especially the teenage girl. I thought there was a few dramatic scenes she really pulled off well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some moments in the film that downright tug at your heartstrings as well, but
right.
The thing that everybody came here to see the most was the scares, and I don't know about you, but my theater, people were screaming, like legit screaming, dude.
Same with me. That climax it's something, man. And I'll tell you what, the way it was shot, if you do a found footage film and you shoot it right and you get the right cameras and the right lighting, it can be terrifying. Yes. The problem with all these films is they miss the fucking mark on every one of them.
And they rely on jump scares too much.
This film reminded me of Wreck when I first saw Wreck. And I'm not saying I'm comparing wreck to the visit, but I'm talking about the actual cinematography used in this film with the very dark, and you just see the light. And you know, I don't want to give anything away, but there's a shot at the end of the film that brings back a childhood fear that almost every kid has of something living under your bed. And the way that they shot that scene was terrifying. And, you know, I've seen so many horror films and so many different things, and for some reason I was like, man, this is terrifying, the way that they shot this scene right here. So, outstanding, man. I really, really like this film. I feel like this is M. Night Shyamalan's best film since he did The Sixth Sense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that sentiment. I didn't see the twist coming either. I thought they were going to go in a different direction with what was ultimately going on with the grandparents.
Right.
And they went a completely different direction that I didn't see coming. Did you see that coming?
No, not at all. And in fact, when it happens, man, I'm telling you right now, your heart drops.
Yeah, your skin crawls.
Your skin crawls, and for not only for that moment, it doesn't leave you. For the rest of the movie, you have this unsettling feeling that you're like, holy shit, this movie just got super, super fucked up, man. And
the scares in this movie leave your skin crawling too. It's not those like, there's a few jump scares, but they're few and far between.
Right.
To me, the scares like more stay with you and keep your skin crawling throughout.
Right.
And those are the kinds of horror tropes that you want to see in future films, not just, oh, what was that loud noise? It's just a fucking cat walking by, or
right,
you know,
right,
it's just
right.
the brother like behind the chick or whatever, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I thought it was, and you know, with all this said too, is we always touch on originality, and this movie was original, man. You don't really see movies like this to where, you know, they use old people as a you know, basically the villain or the scary element to the film.
And the grandparents were great actors.
The grandparents
too. They really pulled it off.
Yeah, outstanding, man. So love the film all the way around.
Okay, so what are you gonna score this?
I'm giving this film a 9.
Okay, I'm going to give the film an 8.5, and the only reason why I hold it a little bit accountable is because of those first 20 minutes and a few points here and there that the comedy takes you out of the horror element of the film. But overall, it's a fantastic horror film. I definitely recommend checking it out. And I do think this is a return for M. Night Shyamalan. I really do.
I do too.
I think he should stay in this lane. I don't think he should do the big budget movies because that's where he seems to really struggle and shit like After Earth and all that.
Right.
Stay in this lane. You know, keep it small, keep it basic. I think you're on the right path.
Yeah, I totally agree. And stay away from doing stupid films like Lady in the Water where you just really try too hard and nobody understands what you're doing in the film. He did this one for like $2 or $3 million, and I feel like he just executed it so well. It's like he really took his heart and passion and really put everything into this film, and well done, man. I'm so stoked about this film.
Absolutely. Again, if you want to check out some of Greg's other horror movie reviews, I know he's had some troubles updating the website as of late because he just had 2 baby girls.
Yeah.
But reviewthedead.com, you can follow him on Twitter as well. I'll put that link in the description box below. If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe at the end, and as always, thanks for watching.